sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a bad body. Say, oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and share and like. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. What's good?
Yes, cuz. Big up to you. Big up to the whole of the community as well. Thank you so much for just supporting us in this tremendous journey. It's been a great one, cuz. This is 204. Could you just think of series or episodes that's lasted up to 204, cuz, man? You gotta give us credit, man. So big up to you, cuz. And big up to Kami all the way from the States. She's saying big up, my guys. Big up to you, Kami. Thank you so much, for tuning in to another show. Cuz obviously before we get started, obviously you got the Kronk gear. I've got the D-Rock gear. But here's a word from our sponsors, D-Rock. Yes, cuz I just love the video. With your shadow boxing, come on, you got big up. But people, iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock, so take advantage of our special discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So just head over to the description, go into their website. If you like anything, just use the discount code. Cuz you're obviously wearing Kronk, so big up to Paul and big up to John, all the way from the States in Detroit. And I just wanted to just show also love to IBH North. They obviously did another show yesterday. The lads are absolutely smashing it. Eric, CJ, Ricky. So just big up to the whole of the IBH North crew. Because we've got IBH USA that's going to be launching very soon as well. So people, you're going to see a lot more from our fan base and the community from the States as well. And big up to Abbas, big up to Ray, stay weighed in. They obviously did a review for a few of the events over the weekend. So yeah, big up to Trill and just big up to everyone from the family. Cuz let's get down to business. This is the midweek roundup. This is obviously the show where we just talk about everything, man, during the week, the news, everything. So give me your first one, cuz, man. Let's get down to business.
This one is a shocker. Right. Dave Allen is calling out Wilder. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but that's a big jump. That's a huge jump. And again, look, the thing is with boxing fans, we tend to judge people from their last performance. I know Wilder's last performance hasn't exactly been great, but he's still dangerous. Remember, he's a former heavyweight champion. Knockout power. Do you know what I mean? Dave Allen could probably box him, but I guarantee you, if Wilder was to land, dude, I mean, let's be real. Back in 2016 to 19, Dave Allen wouldn't call out Wilder. He wouldn't dare call out Wilder. Do you know what I mean? I get it. He's beaten Johnny Fisher, but there's levels to this. There's Johnny Fisher, then there's Wilder. Again, I'm not trying to diss Johnny Fisher, but I'm saying there's levels. There's like former heavyweight champion and there's someone building himself. Do you know what I mean? So do you really think Wilder will be a good fight? Well, should he fight Wilder next?
It's bold, it's gutsy, I would say. I could just imagine, right now he's just excited, man, because he's got that win that kind of got him back into the mix. But in terms of calling out a name like Wilder, not just yet. I think there's fights that he can have before that to set him up with a fight with Wilder. So let's say he fights Dillian Whyte, for example. Let's say he beats Dillian Whyte. Then I would say after that, you're calling out Wilder, because that's a potential opponent for Wilder. When you're talking about Dillian Whyte, he's fought at world level. So these are the kind of names I think he should go for next before going for Wilder, man. That's just my general thoughts.
I think it's, I don't know, man. I just think it's just too soon. I think it's too soon. I think at the moment he's domestic level, right? And obviously he's fought the likes of Dillian Whyte and Luis Ortiz, etc. And he's got that experience, but this is a big jump. He might as well call out AJ then, isn't it? Might as well, if he's that confident, because I feel that people are really, really, really disrespecting Wilder and Martin Bakole, if I'm honest with you. Because I think, again, with these boxers, they're being judged from their last performance. Everyone has a bad day in the office. Everyone has a bad day in the office.
You know what, cuz I 100% agree with you. And yeah, you just see what Moses Atoma is obviously doing. He's saying he would smash Bakole right now, in terms of, you know, just putting him in a position where, you know, he thinks he's ready. Look, he is the next prospect. He is the next guy that we could see, you know, dominating. But Bakole, that is maybe a level, not now, but a lot of people might have, you know, different thoughts as well. I believe Lawrence Okoli was also calling out Bakole today as well. So yeah, a lot of people just don't rate our Congolese brother just based on his past performances, which is normal.
Do you know what? It's a good thing. It is a good thing, because look, just a few months ago, he was the boogeyman. Well, he had the title, the boogeyman. Nobody wants to fight him. Now, ever since he lost to Parker and his last performance, everyone wants to fight him. I think it's a good thing, because I believe whoever he fights next, he will shock the world again. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if me personally, I think Okoli should fight Richard Riakpo. I want him to sort out there. I want him to have that fight, and after that fight, then he can call the likes of Okoli, Parker.
The thing is, though, cuz the only problem, and I kind of get where Okoli's coming from, where he's saying that, look, I'm a former 2-time world champion across 2 weight classes, and you know, you've not even reached that level yet. I think he called him a 35-year-old prospect, man. So he wants him to kind of have that fight that puts him up in a higher level for it to be more entertaining for Lawrence Okoli to want to, because he's in a good position, because he doesn't fight, in my opinion.
Yes, he's in a good position. Don't get me wrong, he's in a great position, but I think there's no money in that fight with him and Riakpo, in terms of him fighting the likes of Bakole, you know, let's say Parker or Caballero. There's serious money there, and at the same time, it's all about the money, right? So let's just say if Okoli was to lose his next fight, potentially you could see him fighting Richard Riakpo. Do you know what I mean? But for now, I get it. But me, I just think let's just have it now, because I don't want it to be a thing where they both retired and they never fought each other. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to be dead. So just get it over now. Do you know what I mean? Because the way I see it, Okoli saying Richard Riakpo is an easy fight. Let's do it. Do you know what I mean? If it's an easy fight, just have it. And then you can fight the likes of Dillian and whoever. But Bakole and Okoli, that's a serious fight. That is, because bear in mind, look, Okoli has only fought one person at heavyweight, and he blasted him out. Do you know what I mean? That's just one person. And remember, heavyweight, there's levels to this. There is levels to this. You know, Tony Bellew will tell you that, even though he fought David Hay, but there's levels to heavyweight. You know, it's not a walk in the park. You know, so you know. But I'm loving the confidence. All of these boxers, I'm loving the confidence. That's what you need, man. This is what you need. You can't be shadowing away and avoiding each other. No, make the fights happen. But as of now, as a fan, I want to see Riakpo and Okoli, and I want to see Okoli and Dillian Whyte, and then I want to see Okoli and Caballero. I want to see Okoli and Zhang. I want to see Okoli with Miller. I want to see Okoli potentially with AJ. Yeah,
no, definitely, because I think, you know, those fights are definitely in the horizon for him for sure. Big up to Stay Weighed In, you know, representing Abbas, Andrew, and also Sugar Ray as well. Stay Weighed In's obviously saying Riakpo hasn't got the greatest track record of backing his chat, and all facing skies at the time wanted, which is true, which is a fair point. I think they could be alluding to that fight that he obviously had at Palace, man, against Bill and Smith, man. That was kind of built around him to win that fight, man. The homecoming, that whole, you had Madonna, you know, that whole, it was written for him to have that special night, man, but he obviously didn't deliver. I think Akoli was there as well, and maybe Akoli, during that fight, just being there live, was just thinking, nah, man, I'm not even gonna even entertain this guy, man, because this wasn't even a good performance. And this is supposed to be your breakthrough to be a world champion as well, man. So let's see what happens, cuz.
Yeah, let's see. Right, Eubank and Catchall. That's a good fight. That's a great fight. So correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they're fighting at 147.
Yep, they are fighting at welterweight. So Jack's obviously decided to move up. We obviously saw, you know, what happened to his rival, you know, the other day. So big up to Eku, and, you know, showed absolute class to obviously do a job to Taylor. And that was one of those situations, again, that I obviously explained, you know, it was kind of built for Taylor to win that fight, but you know, just has different plans, man. And I think it's a good fight, man. I think, you know, both guys are humble. You saw the presser yesterday. They're not really gonna go back and forth. It's a respectful one. There was obviously a little bit of needle between, you know, Harlem and Frank, because you obviously know just the whole dynamics with Frank Smith, and you know, it's all crazy there, man. But other than that, I agree with you, because I think it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be an interesting one as well. This is going to be Harlem's acid test as well, just to show the world that, you know, he can compete against someone that, for me, is former undisputed champion. Just in my opinion, because we watched the fight together. You know, catch on it, and then you saw what happens, man. So
it's I think the pressure's on Catchall on this one. I believe the pressure's on him. I don't think the pressure's, I don't know, some say the pressure might be on Eubank because of, you know, obviously who, you know, his family, and obviously his cousin fought a month ago and it was a big fight. But I think the pressure's on Catchall, because if Catchall was to lose this fight, where does he go? I don't know. Obviously there's still fights for him, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, you know, he was literally one step away from a world title. That could have potentially been him and what's his name?
Teofimo.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them ones where, and other than that, this is a different weight class. This is 147.
Yep.
This is 147.
He did say during the presser that obviously he's moving up for the first time, yes, but he did say if the right fight does come at 140, he's able to kind of go down, man. So I think he's going to be quite flexible from 140, 147. Depends on how he, you know, fares against Eubank as well. He's had the odd fight in the division, so it should be interesting. Cuz I agree with you, should be interesting. I'm hoping though, cuz man, we saw Sam Smith, man, and big up to Sam Smith, but I just hope we have to have the real sheriff. The real sheriff needs to be there for Harlem, man. We need the real sheriff there, man. So if Mr. Livingston Eubank is listening, please, we need you there at the fight, man, because I think you'll just bring something different in terms of the atmosphere, dynamics, and it's obviously going to be a Matchroom event. And who co-founded the Matchroom Boxing? Eubank would say that, you know, he's part of the, you know, the beginning of that, man. So yeah, let's go.
Next, this potential fight that might be happening is Yard and
Smith.
Yeah, that fight. I can't wait until it's been finalized. That's going to be an interesting one. Honestly, that's going to be an interesting one. As for now, on paper, I'm going to have to say 50-50. I'm going to have to, because the Yard for what's the other guy? The one he lost to when he had Yard when he had his first title shot. Who was the guy for?
Kovalev
and Bertabiv, right? He's fought both world champions, and he's lost. And at the same time as well, Callum Smith is fought world champions, Canelo and Bertabiv. So it's just like there's levels to this, and I feel that it's going to be a 50-50 one. It's a 50-50 because I know people are judging from Callum Smith when he fought Bertabiv compared to when Anthony Yard fought Bertabiv. And I know, but I think because Callum Smith's now at light heavyweight, I believe he feels comfortable at this weight now. Do you know what I mean? So it's an interesting one just to see who wins, and hopefully the winner gets to challenge Benavides, because that'll be amazing. Because the light heavyweight division at the moment is on fire. It's on fire.
It's burning. Yeah, I know. It's hot right now. I can't even lie, because I think it's going to be an interesting one. I hope, you know me with football, man. I can't lie, because when it comes to the state, let's do this in another football ground. I wouldn't mind seeing that Spurs' ground, or as a Man United fan, of course, I love my football, and it creates that atmosphere that boxing needs at times, man. So big up, man. Yeah. Litmus test for Yard. It will be. I think it will be as well. I think Callum Smith, you have to give him credit, especially after the fight that he had with Watsy. Showed heart. A lot of people writ him off. A lot of people thought he hasn't got enough left in the tank to deal with the younger fighter. And look what's happened, man. So it's going to be a good fight. But me, man, it's lions in the camp, man. I'm going to be supporting, Yard in that fight. And I think this presents a tremendous opportunity for him to, put himself out there for the big fights, man. Because Benavides did say that that's one of the fights that they're looking at, man. So he could potentially be looking at the winner. So he'll be watching from afar and would potentially fight the winner. And that fight, because that would be a big fight, man. And just imagine as well, because even with those fighters, don't write off PBC, man. PBC are still doing their thing on the side. So it could be a situation where those guys cross over, man, because obviously what's happening over the weekend. I know it's not something that everyone's probably excited about, but PBC is putting on events. We're obviously going to talk about that a little bit more. But yeah, I think Yard, it's a good fight, man, against Smith, and I just hope it happens next.
Yeah, I mean, well, AJ, he hasn't got an opponent yet. Who do you think he should fight now? Forget the Wilder, forget the Fury. I mean, I'm talking about an active heavyweight now. Who do you think he should fight next?
AJ. So I believe he's just signed a 2-fight deal now with Turkey for Riyadh. Is it 3 fights or 2? I think one of the 2. So he's basically signed a deal to do a few Riyadh season cards. So
by him signing the deal, does that mean what? Is he still with Matchroom?
Yeah. But he's obviously going to be getting a good deal from a Riyadh season. It could be a commercial package. AJ does bring commercial value from a business perspective to Riyadh season. So you're having Riyadh season being associated with AJ. That's money, man. So it is a good move from that perspective. Fights, it depends. It depends what he wants, really, man. Because the potential fights that he could maybe explore, where he probably was looking at it the first time, I don't want to fight him, but he probably saw a few chinks in his armor. Why not Bukole? let's get that let's get that fight on.
But Bakoli's saying, you know, he's looking to have a big fight in Congo. Turkey Al Sheikh's all on board. But obviously, I don't know who the opponent will be. It has to be a big fight or for a world title fight or something. But yeah, Bakoli, do you know what? I even think maybe Dylan White. Dylan White, you know, after Dylan White is fighting on the 7th of June on Fabio Uli's undercard. You know, if he does well, then we can get the AJ fight. Dylan AJ will be the rematch in Saudi.
Would you? All right then, because you're a massive AJ fan.
Mm-hmm.
Would you watch that fight, and do you think that's a headliner for a Riyadh season card?
Do you know what? It depends on the undercard. It all comes down to the actual undercard because look, when you compare fights before Riyadh season, before Turkey even got involved, yeah, it's like undercard used to be crap. Yeah,
yeah.
It'll be all about the main event. It's like, for example, when AJ fought Klitschko, I can't remember the undercard. If I'm honest with you, I can't remember. No, I'm to be honest, you know. But now
you're right.
Undercard is looking juicy, you know. So it'll be interesting just to see if they've got somebody decent. If they've got a few decent opponents on the undercard, then why not? You know, why not? But for me, like I said, I think they should. The next opponent that AJ should fight, it should be Baby Miller. But again, I suppose to AJ it has to make financial sense to him to fight. But I suppose because it's AJ, he's going to be getting paid anyway. But maybe it's just he doesn't want the other opponent to get paid as much, if that makes sense, because he's the A side.
Yeah, look, this is obviously a point from Stay Waiting. Big up to you, brothers, man, for just getting involved in the chat. AJ for other older heads. We don't need new faces, Fury or Wilder, no one else, man. So, cuz, man, this is what the people want, man. The people just want. I think they just want this to be settled, man.
Well, look,
yeah, we're tired, man.
Fighting, I believe, next month. Should he knock out his opponent, just call out AJ. Let's stop all this. I want to fight Ngannou, this and that's just long. Let's just forget it. Yeah, Ngannou, I don't know if he's gonna box again. He's made money. He's rich. So yeah.
I agree with you, cuz, man. I think it should happen, man. And I'm hoping. Who's going to be putting together that Wilder fight card?
I have no clue. I've actually, to be honest, I haven't really been following, so I have no clue.
I think it could be BLK Prime, man. If I'm mistaken, man. So, yeah, let's see what happens. What I want Wilder to do is Wilder to come back with that energy that we know he has. Hopefully, he's rejuvenated, you know, after, you know, taking some time out, you know, just produces a tremendous performance, gets the mic and says, AJ, I hope you're listening. I hope you're watching right now. Let's get it. Let's not waste time. Let's get the fight on, man, because I think the people are tired of it, man. We're tired of, you know, of these debates. I'm sure there's been thousands of pods debating about Wilder versus AJ, AJ versus Fury.
The fight is not as big as it's still a big fight, don't get me wrong, but it's not as big as it was 6 years ago.
I agree with you.
Because it's just like, yes, we don't like each other, but I don't want to see a happy Wilder. I want to see a Wilder who gets into AJ, tell him like, look, I'm gonna knock you out. You know, I'm gonna hurt you. Do you know what I mean? That's I don't want to shake hand, yeah, cool, well, you know, we'll have a good fight. No, that's all nonsense. This ain't WWE. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. This weekend, obviously you got Plant and you got Charlo. You know, obviously they're not fighting each other, but you know, I just hope that they get past their opponents and we get the big fight between them two.
Yeah, no, cuz I agree with you, because look, I'm sure if someone was to slap you in the face like this, cuz, man, you're gonna have that in your memory bank of, I can't wait to get you in the ring, man, so we could get it on, man. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be we just spoke about it, a Wilder AJ situation, because you saw the Day of Reckoning. They had them in both in the same card. They wanted them both to get the win, and then
that is my only issue. But then I get why, because they need a warm up, because they both haven't fought in a while. Do you know what I mean? So they need to get that ring rust out, and then you know, then the next fight. I just look. Should they both lose, will they still fight each other? I don't know. Should one of them win and one of them lose, would they still fight each other? I don't know. But it will be an interesting fight. So just make it happen. It's getting long now, man. Just make the fights happen, man. Just make it happen.
Yeah, look, promoters, His Excellency, everyone that's involved in, matchmaking, just make the fights, man. The fans, the boxing community, we just want to see the fights, man. So make it happen. Make it happen. I'm excited anyway because even though it might not be an appealing card for most, but I kind of want to see, where both fighters are at as well. I want to see, what Sweet Hands is saying in the ring as well. And I kind of want to see, what Charlo we're going to get back. Right? Are we going to see, what he used to be? Or are we going to see a different fighter? We don't know. We haven't seen him fight in a while.
I don't know if we're going to get what he used to be, if I'm honest. I could be wrong, but I don't know because it's been so long. And it's just like the motivation wasn't there. Coming to this fight, is the motivation there, or is it just money? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see.
We gotta wait and see, cuz man, I just hate when we have to say the words. We have to wait and see, man. But you are right. You are right. I think it's just one of those things where we just hope the stars align. They both obviously put tremendous performances, and then after their wins, they both just do the face-off, and we can finally, see the fight, man. Because just imagine being slapped in the face like this, cuz man. Look, this is a proper shock, cuz. This is.
I can't imagine me slapped on the face. I'm just saying I can't imagine me slapped on the face. So I can't say that. Oh yeah, I can imagine. No, I can't. But just from that, it's
personal, cuz. Imagine.
Of course, it's personal. And he just stood there as well. So a part of me, I'm thinking, does he fear him?
Or is he thinking, I don't want to get sued, man, because I'm already paying a lot of, you never know, man. He's thinking, I don't want to, get some more cases than that, man. So I don't know, man. But I think in the end, let's just get both guys in the ring, man. And I hope, we could see, the fight that we've been waiting to see, for quite some time. And I kind of want to see where the Iceman's at as well, man. I want to see where he's at. Man.
Yeah. Well, guess that's it.
Guess that is it, cuz obviously big up to you, big up to the whole of the community. Thank you so much for everyone just tuning into the show. We appreciate the love, we appreciate the energy as well. Tomorrow I believe we will have Crossroads in boxing, IBH North. So big up to the Yorkshire brothers in Eric, CJ, Ricky. The lads absolutely smashed it in terms of their endeavors in Doncaster. So big up to the lads. A few of the interviews are there, and look, you just see Ricky here with Kel. You could just tell, man, he loves boxing, man. Ricky's obviously seen him at events. We've seen him at events as well. So I just love the energy, cuz, man. And also just big up to, most importantly, the community. We love you guys, and we appreciate the support and love always, man. So big up to the whole of the iBoxingHub family. And cuz, I'm gonna hand it over to yourself. But
yeah, man.
Say for EP.210, we are going to get a special guest. We're gonna work something special on that, man. So I wanna work on something there, man. So cuz, big up, man, and hand it over to you, man.
Thank you. Guys, you heard my cousin. Thank you again. Thank you for your continuous support. We're growing. We've got more things happening behind the scene, soon to be revealed. Just keep following. Stay tuned in. Have a lovely, productive week. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. Light up my scars with a sweet one, please. Someone flips me a bag, so